Hello everyone, this side Siddharth here. I'm thrilled to be here to explain you about the clinical research because this is a very pivotal field in the intersection of healthcare. So I am thrilled to be here with you today to give you the glimpse of the world of clinical research. That is one of the very pivotal roles in the intersection of healthcare, science, and innovation. Okay. So to come to my introduction, I am Siddharth. I have completed my MBA in marketing and analytics and was part of the student exchange program from Xavier Institute. So over a past decade, I have the experience to work in the various tech domains as well as into the Manipal. Okay, you might be aware about the Manipal. So I bring along with me the experience of the healthcare sectors. Okay. So here I'm working as a senior product manager at CLRI. My journey has been a blend of technology, healthcare, and analytics. Okay. Today I will take you through the bird's eye view of the clinical research. We'll explore the intersection of science, technology, human health. So here at CLRI, what we do is we don't just give you the upskillment courses, rather we just empower you to about the how you are going to perform in the real life corporate world. Throughout our time here, I will definitely encourage you to ask me questions and share your insights. So let's make this a very interactive and not a one-way conversation. After all, learning is a collaborative journey here, I believe. Okay. So I expect a lot of questions from you guys. You can pen down your questions in the comment box. I'll definitely be taking all your questions. Okay. So anybody, can you just help me understand what is the basic difference between a job and a career? Anybody want to take up this question? Guys, it would be very great if you somebody can answer so that I can also join with your interactions and I can give you my inputs here. So see,
So
job.
job is
Yes.
to do some kind of task, that
Okay.
is job, and
Mm-hmm.
career, we can say, it's steps to go ahead to learn, to gain the knowledge. That
Oh,
is what I mean.
great. You are absolutely spot on. So may I have your name, please?
This is Lipsa here, sir.
Lipsa. So Lipsa, can you just introduce like what is your last education details or what is your current experience so that I can have a understanding about my viewers also?
Yeah, sure, sir. So I have done MSc in biochemistry.
Okay.
I passed out in 2020. Then I
Okay.
joined quality control department in Anthem Biosciences Private Limited in Bangalore.
Okay. Okay. So what is your understanding about clinical research here?
Sir, um, I don't know much about it, so that's why I had joined and I wanted to learn and I wanted to pursue my career over this field.
Okay. Okay. No problem. So thank you for interacting, Lipsa. So I would also encourage others to be a participant in this so that they can also put their inputs.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
So what our objective here is at CLRI is we'll give you the upskillment courses. So you are currently out of most of you are currently out of college and you are looking for job opportunities here, right? So what my objective here is to at CLRI, we'll be giving you the industrial knowledge that is very, very requirement for getting a job. Okay. We'll be giving you personality development classes. We'll give you the technical domain knowledge as well as we'll make you market ready so that you are very much ready to attend the interviews as well as get a proper job as per your skill sets. So, any other people can have any word that what is your background so that I can know my audience. I'll definitely encourage students to put down their qualification in the comment box, please. So, moving ahead, this is the journey that any candidate. Okay, so Sandesh, you are in final year B Farm. Great, great. Okay, I will be taking all the questions from the comment box. I'll be definitely appreciating. So, coming to the student journey here at CLRA, what we do is we'll first, if once you are the part of CLRA family, we'll be giving you the proper knowledge how our classes are going to be done. Okay, first you will be added to the CLRA alumni, so you'll be getting the networks here. Plus, of course, then once your enrollment is done, we'll walk you through the complete orientation processes. Okay, orientation process mean what will be your journey here, what are the different types of questions you are going to get, and what who is the training team. Everything will be briefed to you, and you can have the understanding how CLRA works and how we are going to help you in a better career development. Then the next step is your LMS access, guys. LMS access, that is, we call it the learning management system. Here you will be getting all your class links, because these classes are live classes as well as your recorded classes. We'll be giving you the assignments, assessments, everything will be uploaded here, so that you can go through the documents at your convenient time and you can have the access. Okay. Then we'll go to the corporate etiquettes. Here, what CLRI will give you training on corporate etiquettes, soft skill development, and also the mock interviews. Okay. So we believe in a parallel development of the student or the candidate along with their technical domains. Okay. First, your corporate etiquettes will start. Then we'll do your, just a second. Once your corporate etiquette is done, we'll be walking you through the complete course curriculum, what is the technical domain you're going to go through. So then there will be, we will be taking your checkpoints on a weekly basis. Okay. So that we can get to know whether a student has any, you can say, the area of development, or he needs a special attention to that, so that we can work on that. For example, a person is very good on the analytics, or they need some development in the corporate skills or the communications aspect of things. Okay. So we'll put him into the communication classes so that he can develop his skills over a period of time. So there will be checkpoints after a month's class. Then after a couple of months, on the third month also, there will be another checkpoint. So going ahead, you will have a complete analytics, or you can say the growth strategy that you have throughout your career. Then once your course is completed, you will be added to the Clarions family. We call it the CLRI alumni. And you believe me or not, I will tell you, your networking that you're going to get out of CLRI is your network. So what you're going to interact and you're going to go through the alumni status, it will be giving you the exposure to the real corporate world. Okay. So coming to the courses that we offer, we are basically dealing with a lot of courses like clinical research, medical coding, clinical SaaS, medical scribe, bioinformatics, and AI/ML in the healthcare industry. So basically, we'll be focusing on the clinical research here, because this program is the, you can say, the complete curriculum, or you
Sir,
can say
what
the
is
complete
AI and
overview.
ML?
It is artificial intelligence and machine learning in the field of healthcare analytics. I'll come to that, everyone. Thank you for asking. So anybody, can you explain what is the understanding of about clinical research? I want to just know about what is your understanding, so that I can get to know.
Sir, it is related to like drug development processes and all the trials and whatever that happen.
Okay. Okay, great. So anybody else, you are absolutely spot on. So may I have your name, please?
Sir, my name is Yusuf.
Thank you, Yusuf. So I would request all of you to just say your name so that we can get to know who is speaking, so that we'll have a better like interaction sessions here.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Clinical research means the testing of drug on human or as well as animal for checking the safety and effectiveness of the drug.
Great. Okay. So we'll also involve the stress. I'll walk you through. I'll also expect one or two answers. Then I'll be completely giving the information what is clinical research basically. Anyone want to opt for this? Anyone want to jump in for the answers? Okay. See, so clinical research is basically what you guys have said. It is the complete study of the, maybe the development of a drug, maybe the development of a medical device, or you can say any diagnostic or any biological sequencing done on humans. Okay. So basically there are 5 stages in clinical research. One is your phase 0, advanced. Yes, this Lokesh, you are completely correct. Okay. So phase 0 is the preclinical trials that we do basically on the rodents or animals. Okay. So phase 1, it is done on the disease, like healthy patients, to test what is the efficacy, whether the drug should be going ahead to the further stages or not. Similarly, we have further 3 more stages, like phase 2, it is done on lesser number of disease patients to check the efficacy. Going ahead, we also have a number of the number increases to a more of hundreds in the stage 3. Okay. The last stage, you can say the very important stage, is the market implementation, where we do the study of the drug, even if it is there in the market. We call it the market implementation as well as the study of the drug. Okay. So coming to the clinical research. So anybody have any idea what a CRO is, or what are sponsors, or what are the protocols?
Yes, sir. According to CPCA, the clinical study are done
Okay. Okay.
on the animal, and according to the good clinical practice, the testing of drug on human we can conduct.
Great, great. So what do anybody have any idea on who is a sponsor? No issues. I'll come to that. In clinical research, CRO stands for Clinical Research Organizations. Who is responsible? Nivedita will be definitely coming to your query. So I would just request you to go through. This is a completely interactive session about the complete clinical research as well as the allied fields that we provide at CLRI. I'll be defining or going through each and every module in the next 1 hour, and we'll come to that. So first of all, there is clinical research is there. The CROs are there. Under that, you can have your site selections, or you can they do the monitor the study of the monitoring of the drugs, and basically they do the collection of the data. We call it EDC. Okay, that is we call it electronic data capture. Then we have the ethics committee. Okay, and as per the IRB, we call it the institutional review board. There are certain parameters. Okay, and always if you go through any particular, there is always the FDA, that is the regulatory bodies for the patient safety, because a patient is only considered as a testing body if he gives his consent to conduct any research on his body. Okay, so first it has to give, the patient has to give the consent, then only we can go ahead with the clinical processes. So coming to your protocols, there are a lot of protocols going ahead. We have the ICS GCP, that is International Conference of Harmonization and Good Clinical Practices, that will be giving you the complete regulatory authorities here. And we have various, like you have NIH, which is the 10% of your academia, and we have private sponsors, or we call it the industry sponsors. We are mostly into the 90% of the drug companies. Okay, they are under which we have principal investigators, we call it PI, who do the study and research on the site. Okay, you can say sites have the access to the patients, that is with their consent, like I previously mentioned. The workforce that you guys are going to, for example, if a candidate is willing to work in the clinical research field, the first field will be to work as a clinical research coordinator. Okay, so here what happens, you will be looking at, will be the only spokesperson between the patient, and you will be doing the complete patient interaction, and you will be backbone of the study here. Okay, you'll be writing the progress notes, every patient's recognized medicines, the diagnosis, what is his previous health records, everything will be on the CRC. So completely coming to your documentations, you will be mostly responsible to document everything, because this will be used for your research purpose as well as for the records purpose. We have our source documents. You will be doing the lab results, the patient questionnaires, and you will also be recording the vital signs of the patient, so that you are the spoke between the patient's health and the company. Yes. Okay. So you can say the next process, and if somebody wants to have a career, they, like I said, they can enter into CRCs, and with a couple of years of experience, they can go into CRAs, clinical research associates. Here, the major role will be to do the source data review, because once a review is done, or until the investigation or verification is done, the major role changes happens here. Okay. So you'll be dealing with the protocol match, you'll have to do the EDC verification, and also the clinical trial assistance. There are some of the roles in this field. Okay. Are we good, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So what is the role of CRC here? Swapnil, I want to address it to again. So you will be completely interacting with the patient. You will be writing the progress notes. You will be also doing the medical, like you can say, what are the medicines the patient is taking, what is his progress throughout the time, or what are his vital signs. You have to keep a track on everything, whether the patient is having some adverse effects, everything you have to note, and you have to maintain that. Okay, so what we are going to teach here in the PG diploma course, that is, we have 14 modules here, that is postgraduate diploma in clinical research. I'll be walking you through. Let me go through that. Module number 1 is your corporate etiquettes and soft skill training. What we do here is, whenever a student enters into the field of corporate, they're kind of fresh. So they need the corporate skills and what kind of communication they need to do, because communication is the very first thing any interviewer is going to notice when you're going for an interview. Correct? So you need to have the proper communications, the soft skills, how you're going to do the tonality, your voice modulations, how you're going to answer a particular, because there is always a way of saying things, right? Then coming to your module number 2, that is your non-technical training, that is aptitude and reasoning classes, as well as your communication again, because a lot of companies, they're going to like test you through what is your understanding about, let's say, aptitude classes, reasoning, and also coming to your analytical thinking, out of the box thinking. So everything is being tested at this stage. So this is a screening round, you say. We also provide you with this kind of classes so that you are ready to enter into the subsequent rounds. And here communication means there will be GD sessions like group discussions. You have to participate here and you have to put your points through, because until unless you speak out your points, nobody is going to know whether you are that capable enough or not. Then comes your human anatomy and physiology. We'll be walking you through the complete anatomy of the human body and also the physiology. Then pharmacology, clinical research and ethical consideration, clinical data management. I will be walking you through each and every module. Don't worry guys, I'm just going through the total modules that we are providing here. Like we are also going to provide with pharmacovigilance, biostats, bioinformatics, medical coding, clinical SaaS, regulatory affairs, medical writing, and R programming. Okay. So why R programming? You might guys be thinking, why R programming? So we are a dynamic field. You might know that every field changes in a 3 to 4 year span of time, right? So what you need to do is you have need to keep upgrading yourself. Otherwise, you need to keep upgrading. Otherwise, you will not be coping up with the students who are coming. Okay. So the thing is, our programming is the requirement of the industry right now. So what we try to implicate here is we are integrating your R program so that you are quite like familiar to the coding line, and you can just pull out the records whenever you are going into the maybe say the data aspect of things in clinical data management or into the clinical SaaS, which is the statistical aspect of things. Okay. So yes. So like I explained you corporate etiquettes and soft skill, we'll be giving you the complete training. We have a training period because we believe students should be well ready when they are going to attend for the live interviews or final interviews. Okay. So for that, the students should be well knowledgeable enough. Plus, of course, their skills should be very polished and they should be very confident enough to answer the whatever the questions are being. So we keep a track of how many mock interviews, let's say a couple of students are attending the interviews and they are very well known about the product knowledge, and then it's some kind of improvement in the corporate etiquettes. We'll put them into this training. There is a dedicated DLM team, dedicated learning management team, who will take care of you in every aspect of things. Okay. Then we have the non-technical trainings. Here, what we do the pre-placement sessions here. Pre-placement sessions, as in what are the, we'll walk you through the LinkedIn sessions, how you to build a resume, because you might be aware today we are doing every resume is not going to the desk. That is why you are not getting a call from the HRs. Okay. Resume building classes are there to improve your communications or to like input the words that are being done at the ATC automatic. Like there will be words which the particularly the training department or the HR department is looking for in that particular resume. If that words are missing, then your chances of getting shortlisted will be very low. Will help you to build the perfect resumes as per the requirement of the industry and as per the requirement of the JD. Like we say, one size fit all is not the case here. You have to tailor made your resumes and you have to tailor make your resumes as per the requirement. Let's say company A is coming and you have to make the resume as per that company. Then again, company B is coming, you have to make the changes as per that. Okay, you cannot just apply to every company. So we'll help you to build that resume and CV should be powerful enough. Then again, communication classes, jam sessions, just a minute sessions means here we'll have to include, for example, you will be asked, there will be certain amount of students or a certain number of students who have the proper knowledge, but they have this, you can say, stage fear, or they're not so open to speak in the public. Public fear is one of the very reasons that we need to conduct the jam sessions. You'll be given a topic, you'll have to say some 2 or 5 odd minutes on that particular session so that you overcome your fear of public speaking. Okay. So that you are confident enough and you know how to cope up, then because you are going to give demonstrations, projects, presentations in your corporate. That is how we are going to develop your persona from there on. Then LinkedIn sessions, you are will also guide you how to update your LinkedIn, because through LinkedIn you can build a network and you can just connect with the right persons and you can look for better opportunities when it comes to your career growth. Okay. And also the group discussion. This is very, very important, guys, because group discussion is there will be a lot of points and you need to be one of the persons who comes up and collates the data and you come up with your ideas that this is one of the solutions. You are a subject, you can say the subject matter expert. You have to give the proper solution to that problem statement. Okay. And coming to your technical classes, we have practical, because once you do not, if you do not have any your practicals or you just theoretical knowledge is not good enough to enter into any particular industry as of now. So we need the industry requirements are that you should have the in-hand experience. That is why we particularly believe in your practicals. There will be practical sessions, there will be assessments to keep a track, to keep an eye on that. Yes, you are going in the right track, or some you can say the development is required, so we do that. You can also keep a track whether you are in need of some particular training. Let's say that you want some training on a particular product. You are not so clear on that particular topic. So you can get in touch with the mentor, and we do provide one-to-one mentoring sessions. We have the experts. Okay. We have the experts who are from the industry, who have relevant experience of minimum 7 to 12 years, and they will guide you. They will only not provide you with the technical aspect of things. Rather, they will also give you the roadmap how to go ahead in this industry. Okay. Then we have mock tests. Like I tell you, there will be a surprise test so that you are quite aware how you are going to perform in the interview. Because if you can say revision is very, very important when it comes to your performance in the final interviews. And also we'll be doing the mock interviews and interview preparations. We'll be guiding you through what are the previous questions, what kind of questions you can expect, and what is the area that you should focus on for the upcoming interviews. Okay. So are you clear, guys? Any doubts or any questions from your end? So coming to your first module, we call it pharmacology. Anybody, can you help me understand what is your understanding about pharmacology? What do you mean by pharmacology? Anybody? I would really appreciate of your answers. Yes, please.
Practicals will be offline or online?
See, this is online, as in we'll be giving you how the things work. Okay, let's suppose you are working on a particular data set. How are you going to write? For example, I'll take the case of a CDM, clinical data management. How you are going to write a query, how you have to generate the reports, or what is the, for example, if you are writing a wrong query, so you'll get the errors. What kind of errors you are generating? Maybe it will be a logical error or a semantics error. So based on that, we'll be giving you the in-hand experience, and you can say you can get it corrected in the live class, or you can have your session, doubts cleared in the sessions thereafter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I'll tell you, pharmacology is the drug. What is the drug doing to your body? Okay. So it is the dynamics. So you can say there is two parts to it. One is your pharmacokinetics. Another is your pharmacodynamics. Okay. So it is the journey. If I have to summarize it in a single word, it is the journey of the medicine in the human body. Okay. Okay. So what is clinical research? Like you guys have already answered. What is clinical research? I have explained. So any any questions from your end regarding to the clinical research? Guys, I would really appreciate if you guys have a interactive sessions, because it feel like I'm just explaining and I'm not getting a response. It would be great if somebody can answer this, and I will request you guys to turn on the camera so that I can see how my audience is interacting. Okay, so coming to clinical research, like all of you have the basic understanding. It is the study on people, data, tissue samples, as all any medical devices or any, you can say, the development related to humans. Okay. So coming to the job roles in clinical research. So whenever somebody is starting, so they will be into the entry level positions. We call it the clinical research associates. So their main job roles is to do the patient monitoring and maintain the records, okay, and study the interaction with the patient. Then after a couple of years of experience from CRC, they will be promoted to clinical research associates, who will be into the directly doing under the CROs. Okay, they will be monitoring the visits that they're supposed to do in every 6 to 8 weeks to the sites. They will do the EDC verification, that is electronic data capture, because until unless a verification is done, we cannot guarantee like the drug or the vaccine is working correctly. Because there are certain times, I'll give an example. Let's say that we have a regulation that we cannot take any diabetic patient and who is more than 55 years in a particular trial. If we take that and let's say we have a human error from the CRC that he has been admitted for the, and he has also given his consent for the trials. And as a CRA, your job role will be to just cross verify whether everything is being followed as per the protocols, as per the guidelines. Okay. So there is a ethics committee board that I mentioned. It is the Institutional Review Board, or the IRB, that came into effect due to the Nuremberg Code and the Declaration of Helsinki. So you have to be very, very particular that everything is being followed very strictly here. And then moving ahead, you can get into the roles of data manager, regulatory affair consultants, and clinical trial monitors as well. So anybody like to answer what is CDM, or what is your understanding on CDM?
CDM is a clinical data management, sir.
What is the job, like what is the basic understanding? What is CDM into?
Collecting all the data which has been done, clinical research, whatever they are done, that data, that information, that whole collection, that we are ensuring, like whether it is proper or whether it is accurate.
Yes.
That that is the thing, sir.
Yes, Miss Lipsa, you
Compiling,
are
sir. Compiling
compilation of the data. Yes,
of
Miss
the
Lipsa,
data.
you are correct. Okay. Anybody else wants to have an answer on it? So clinical CDM, as it says, it's clinical data management. It leads to the generation of high quality, reliable statistical data as per the clinical trials and as per the regulatory compliances. Okay. Because whenever a drug is under the drug development process, it reduces the time from the drug development phase to the marketing stage. And every stage of clinical trials is under the CDM processes. Okay. There are various procedures in CDM, like there will be case report forms, that is the CRF annotations are there. Then you will be in the role of a database designing, or the data validation, or the discrepancy management. Okay. So if I have to summarize CDM, it is the process of collection, then cleaning and management of statistical data in compliance to regulatory standards. And you will be also dealing with some software aspect of things. Like you'll be using Oracle, Rave, and Macro. So we'll be giving you the outline, or you can say the blueprint of how you're going to work into this sector, and how you can say your interaction or in-hand experience. Because some softwares, these are very industry related. Like I'll give you for Rave, it is only for those companies specialized in this for generating a revenue out of it, because the market value of Rave is around 3 CR. So the companies in depth into this code for designing of the drugs, they only have this Rave software. So we'll be giving you that. Coming to the roles and responsibilities, if somebody wants to have a career, they can be a clinical data manager, clinical data coordinator, and a clinical data analyst. These are the various job roles as per the companies. There will be a lot of different positions based on the companies. So coming to pharmacovigilance, this is one of the very, you can say, the crucial roles of a drug development. So pharmacovigilance, this every stage, guys, I will require some of you to intervene so that I can also know that you have the understanding. Can anybody try to answer what is pharmacovigilance?
So is it approving the drug?
I'll come to that. You are partially correct, Ms. Lipsa.
Pharmacovigilance, which are used to
Hmm?
check the safety and effectiveness of the drug, sir.
Yes, yes. So may I know your name, please?
Swapnil Garar, sir.
Vigilance, you will be mostly dealing with the adverse effect. We call it in layman's term, it's the, you can say, adverse reaction on the body. So you'll have to keep a close eye on the pre and post drug marketings. Okay. So it is the process of monitoring the safety of medicines and the drugs, but that takes place into the action and to improve their efficacy and benefits. So we have to do the identification, we have to do the evaluation as per the adverse reactions. Okay, so there are certain procedures involved, like there will be you can say the signal testings, or you can say the ICSR, that is individual case safety reports, and also you'll be part of the narrative writing. so that you can judge about the adverse effect detections. Okay. So in that, if somebody wants to, yes, if somebody wants to have a career in pharmacovigilance, they can be working as a pharmacovigilance associates or a drug safety associates. And if they have a very keen, like you can say, research methodologies, they can enter into the field of drug safety scientist. So we also give you the basic knowledge about what is biostatistics, because it is the application of the. We'll be starting with the very basic like mean, mode, median, and everything is related to your human body, or you can say the biological aspect of things. So coming to your bioinformatics, this is the very, you can say, the field that is going at a very steeper rate, because the demand has increased from many folds from the last, like the post COVID era. Okay. So in bioinformatics, it is the understanding of the biological databases. Okay. It is the analogy, it is the analysis of the proteins, and also you can say understanding the behavior of the molecules, like like I said, analysis of proteins, amino acids, and to how the molecular docking takes place or the homology docking takes place. There will be antigen antibody docking as well. So we'll be going in depth when you are going through this, and also we'll be giving you the CAD, that is computer aided drug discovery. Okay, so that you can determine the molecular structures. Okay. So there are various stages in also, that is the in silico pharmacological, sorry, in silico pharmacological studies. Here we'll be basically working on what is the role of a bioinformatics in the preclinical procedures. Okay. We also will be walking you through the NGS, that is next gen sequencing. Here we'll be giving you the, you can say, how using Linux and also HPC, that is the high performance computing. These are the few softwares that will have the growth throughout, because these are the softwares that are in demand in the market right now. And coming to your bioinformatic job roles, it will be like bioinformatic analysts, or you can say biostatisticians and associate research scientist. Okay. And if somebody has a very keen in going into the deeper into the field, they can go like walk up into bioinformation software developers or application scientists. These are the very niche fields. Okay. So guys, are we clear, or any questions you can put it down?
Hi, sir.
Yes, please.
What kind of software tools are used in this? Like,
So here we will be using basically two. First of all, is your HPC. Okay, that is high performance computing. Then comes your Linux, and also we have Blast and Pasta. Okay, these are the basic software knowledge you need, and we'll be giving you the knowledge upon it, because every requirement of the industry is that you should have the basic understanding of the softwares. Okay, if somebody is very new, then the company has to waste time, energy, and resources. So to minimize that, what we have done is we have given you the outline so that you can minimize on the time and you can be ready with the procedures. Okay. So the next module is medical coding. This is a very good field that if somebody wants to have a career upon. So can anybody make me understand what is medical coding? Miss Pooja, coming to your question, the difference between PG diploma, this is a 1-year intensive course, which will give you the holistic development about, you can say, the complete view of what are the different modules, right from the, all the modules are covered, right from the major modules, we have the minor modules, and we have the allied fields as well as the corporate etiquettes. Whereas advanced diploma is for a shorter duration, we will be covering only the major modules here. Okay. Okay. Coming back to topic, medical coding. So medical coding, you can say it is the, we have to be abide by the AAPC, American Association of Professional Coding. So this is the alphanumeric codes. Okay. For example, if somebody, I'll give you a small example to illustrate this. Let's suppose a patient is coming for a accident case and he has certain pre-existing diseases. In that, what happens? You have to code this as per, there are certain set of codes like ICD, HPC, SCPCS, as well as CPT. ICD for international coding for diseases, SCPCS is healthcare professional coding system, and CPT, common procedural terminologies. Okay. So any disease that has been diagnosed under the disease category will be under the ICD. The version that the current market follows is ICD version 10.0. Let's suppose the person has a hypertension, that will be categorized under the ICD. And if somebody like that person has an accident case and he has to undergo a surgery or an X-ray, So that will be categorized under the CPT, common procedural terminologies or technologies. Okay. And what are the like auxiliary services? That will be under the HCPCS. So coming to the clinical, before I can move into the clinical SaaS, I'll just explain you about the roles in medical coding. So medical coding, can be working as a medical coder, or you can be a medical reviewer and a senior medical coder. Coming to clinical SaaS, so it is the, you can say, the most software oriented job in the entire clinical domain. Whenever you are coming into the clinical SaaS, you will be mostly dealing with the yes. So when coming to clinical SaaS, there are 5 stages of it. Whenever somebody enters into the clinical research, they need to have experience of clinical research, clinical data management, so that they have the proper understanding or the overview of things here. Okay. So here you will be using certain programming languages like your procedural SQL, VBs, macros, and also will be giving the hands-on training on clinical SaaS 9.4 software. That is the current market that every company is abide to must be using, and you need to have the knowledge about it. Okay. So first is here in clinical SaaS is your EDC, electronic data capture. Like I explained, you have to input the records of the patients in the CRF case report forms. Then it is forwarded to the SDTM, that is CDM and SDTM, clinical data management and standard data tabulation model. Here you will be using various softwares like VVs, macros, procedural SQLs to refine the data, so that whenever it is being passed on to the main clinical ADAM, that is analysis and data set management, everything should be very clean, and there will be no data redundancy in there. Okay. To check on the clinical data, you have to be very sure, so that you can do the projection analysis, you can check on the efficacy, efficiency, as well as the mortality rates. Okay. So anybody from the statistics background here? Because SaaS will be using a lot of mathematics, not core mathematics. You will need to have some understanding of the programming languages. Don't worry, we'll be giving you the training from the grassroots level till the industry level, so that you have the complete experience on it whenever you are going to appear for any interviews. Okay. People coming from statistics background, they will have an added advantage here, definitely, but people from the clinical domain will definitely have the experience to go through, because clinical research and clinical data management as the relevant field to enter into the clinical SaaS. So if somebody wants to have a career here, they can be working as a biostatistician, lead start programmer, or a, you can say, statistical programmer. So these are the various job roles. So coming to this regulatory affairs, this is a very, you can say, field where you will be working closely with the government sectors. Okay. So mostly there will be regulatory bodies here who will be governing this. Mostly like we have FDAs, then CEDESCOs are there. Then coming to your guidelines, the good clinical practices are there. So everything will be there. So you will be working in close association with the governments, and the salaries are very good. Like you can see here, the salary range is from 4 lakh to 17 lakhs. But definitely, if somebody has the experience in that, they can definitely have a very good handsome salary there. So coming to medical writing. So this is the job role that you will be mostly involving in the creation of various type of documentations. Okay, that is related to your clinical research, of course, and life science. So it can range from regulatory documents for drug approval to the education materials, and mostly the medical writers communicate complex scientific procedures into your clear, concise, and tailor-made for normal public. Okay, like physicians, researchers, and regulatory agencies. So here you can be a content writing professional. You have to do the research paper documentations and document preparation in the medical terminologies. And mostly the roles you can work here as clinical writers, or you can say medico marketing writers, or you can say medical coding or scientific writing and clinical writing. Okay. So here comes the technical part, R programming. Anybody has any idea what is R programming?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sorry for the interruption. I have the question right from the clinical SaaS.
Okay.
Will you please tell me what is the senior level positions even there for the if anyone is completed the clinical SaaS programming? That is a professional course.
Great. So may I know your name, please?
Sandesh, sir.
Sandesh. Okay, so Sandesh, here what happens is once you enter based on your experience, you can definitely, for example, if somebody is working as a clinical research, so that experience definitely, because SaaS is a very niche field, like I mentioned. So you need to have at least a 12 to 18 months experience or 2 years of experience to get into the core SaaS field. Because either you'll be
Okay.
working as a clinical research associate or a clinical database programmer or a data manager. Post that, you'll
Yes.
be working as a biostatistician or a lead start programmer into the SaaS field. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir.
So,
Okay, so sir. Actually, in the final year right now, I'm being placed in the TCS and the CDM.
okay.
So
Okay.
it will be helpful for me for to do the clinical SaaS and to get it promoted.
Definitely. Definitely. Because
Okay.
once you enter, I'll tell you a scenario. Let's suppose every year 15 lakh students are getting graduated. If somebody has a
Yes.
added advantage of another certification courses, or you can say they have a more skilled person, don't you think the company will be giving preference to them?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Sure.
Definitely, right?
They will be.
Because you will
Yeah.
be out
Definitely.
of the crowd. That see extra skill that you develop or study, it is going to make you stand out in the crowd. Your CV is going to be stand out, and you know the skills, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Right. Absolutely.
yes. So based on since you are saying you have been placed in TCS for the CDM, so SaaS would be giving you that platform that you can enter into the core SaaS field. Okay.
Okay.
We'll, we'll be
Okay.
giving you the complete. We'll get back to you. So I will request on this that you drop down your number. So one of our teammates will get in touch with you as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. I have registered for the clinical SaaS
Okay,
in
okay,
clinic.
great.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay, great, great. No problem.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So why R programming? Because this field of medical, or you can say the dynamics, has been changing in the market from the couple of years. So everybody needs to have the at least some basic idea about the coding. Earlier, it was the programming related to your procedural SQL, and slowly it gravitated towards SAS, and now we're moving into the R programming. That is the demand of the market. Once the demand for that program increases, we try to implement in the courses so that our students are having that proper knowledge, they can crack the interviews there. Because R programming is being not only used in this medical field, rather you can use it in most of the SAS field. Okay, not only in clinical research. When you are going to do the programming part of things, you'll be implementing R, then procedural SQL and VVs also. Okay, coming to your next, that is the pay scale profiles. We have the companies here that will be from the basic average package that a candidate can expect is from the range of 4 to 4.5, and we have companies starting from the very places, because the pay scale will differ from different background. If somebody is coming from a normal BSc, or somebody is coming from BS like B farms, BDS, M farms, or even MBBS, so they are based on your education qualifications. This is going to like differ very much. Okay, so as an entry level, as a clear CRC, you can definitely expect in the range of 3 lakhs with 0 to 2 years of experience. And once you move ahead into the team lead position with a 2 to 4 years of experience, you can expect at least 4 to 8 LPA based on your experience and the company, of course. Okay. So this climbing, this growth that every candidate needs is very exponential. You can see you can climb for project managers, managers in clinical research, or even the director levels of the sites also. Once you go to the 7 or 8 years of experience, your salaries are going to be in the six figures, at least in the 1 CR plus packages. Okay. So this is where we need to intervene, that yes, the growth is very, very high, be it clinical research, be it clinical SaaS, or any other allied field. So that is you can see here the global pay packages. In compared to India, we have the US, South Africa, and Singapore, where the market demand is very high for the clinical research programs. So in US, it's $67,000. Okay, and when it comes to like your 2 to 4 years of experience, you can almost expect $100,000 in US, and compared to Singapore, it will be 80,000 plus Singaporean dollars. And if you cross the 4 to 6 years back, like experience barrier, or you are close to that proximity, you can be in the range of 10 to 14 lakhs, and which is equivalent to your 135,000 or $136,000 in US. Okay. So coming to the next part. So this is our training team. We have with us Miss Sweta and Dr. Karuna. Dr. Karuna is the MD, and I would request Miss Sweta ma'am to just guide you through for our training team, and she will be taking over from here. Miss Sweta ma'am, can you just guide us through?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope you are having a nice session. So, I'm Shweta. I head the entire corporate ecosystem at CLRI, wherein I'm responsible for the placements of the students and other corporate engagement activities. I am sure that you can see the slide that is being presented. One says we are having guest experts, and the other are trainers. Uh, I can, with a lot of confidence, tell you that at Clinilaunch, we have the best placements and corporate engagement programs, the best in the industry and in the country, and the kind of openings, roles, the company associations we have, it is unlike at any other institution. So every month, as a part of our corporate engagement activities, we bring in guest speakers from across India as well as overseas, from UK, Sweden, that to top notch companies in the field of healthcare pharmaceuticals. There are few listed guests. You can see Dr. Mayur, then there is Hugh, Dr. Brahmabat. These are few of our lead guest speakers who have been associated with us in the past, wherein they have spoken about their journey and the career prospects and career progression of a fresher. And also, I would like to emphasize on our fantastic training team, a bunch of lovely industry experts who are teaching these students from the front. They are up to date with the current industry trends, and they all come with a lot of with relevant industry experience of 5 to 6 years plus. And we even have trainers who have 20 plus year of experience from the similar domain, and they are uh, taking care of the fact that they are teaching the students with same passion that the students deserve. So that's a little bit of the corporate engagement activities and placement assistance that we provide at Clinilaunch. If somebody has a specific question for me, you can please ask. I'll be happy to answer. I'll try my best to answer. This is the brief placement process that we follow. Siddharth, if you could zoom in a little bit.
Ma'am, I will just, because there is some technical glitch, I will just share my, sorry, stop sharing my presentation. You can please continue because I'm not able to change the slides here. Sorry for this. I'll just stop sharing. I'll just share.
So students, at Clinilaunch, we follow a fairly simple and structured placement process, wherein once the students meet the eligible criteria, there are certain prerequisites that the student has to meet in order to be inducted in the placement support group. So once those parameters are met, and the students are aligned with the placement support, the first line of business, the first line of work that we do is we engage with the students, help them with their resume making. Then the covering letter, we start with their prep sessions, and the resume writing would be there. There would be proper interview preparation sessions the students have to undergo. Can you zoom out a little bit, please? Yes. So I hope you all can see the slide. It very clearly mentions that the first the first process once the student is inducted in the placement group would be resume writing. There would be interview skill prep sessions. There would be aptitude training sessions. Then we would engage the students very thoroughly in talent mapping, wherein we would be gauging them on their technical skills, soft skills, their specific uh, areas wherein, I mean, a lot of companies come with very specific and niche requirement, and their interest, in order to know our students better. And it helps us to map proper companies according to the skill sets and talent of the student, so that the students are given the opportunity which is best suited to their competencies and skill sets. And then the company engagement activities happen, wherein we have partnership programs with a lot of companies. We do guest series, training programs, and furthermore, there are a lot of engagement activity. A default activity that we do at CLRI every month is a guest series, which is scheduled every third week. And for 6 days in a week, we would be having guest speakers from companies like Pfizer, IQVIA, Indigen, Fortria, all the global director leads, country leads, CXO, CEO level people who come and grace our platform and speak to the students, and a peer-to-peer interaction happens, and the students have been benefited by these activities. And yeah, and every fourth week of every month we conduct a career fair. We are already due for our 12th career fair. We marked our 1 year completion last year in on March we started, and it is going pretty strong. And at CLRI we have received very good compensation, wherein our highest compensation has been around 8.4 lakh for a fresh graduate, not even a master's student, a graduate. And a lot of our students are pursuing PhD. So in the recent times, we have received offers for our students for 15 lakhs plus also. And at Clinilaunch, we offer both domestic as well as international placement support. And yeah, so it is a continuous process. And this chart, if Siddharth can zoom in, it is fairly explanatory slide, which would show the fields, then the entry level role, responsibility, the career path, and the prospect, your career progression in the same role, the minimum, maximum, and the average salary compensation, and the education background. It's just a small snapshot of the roles and responsibilities a fresher should be expecting once they are planning their career in the said domain. And these are the few companies that have participated us in the past for our career fair. I mean, if I start naming the companies, I'll be requiring 8 to 10 slides just to showcase their names. So it is a continuous process, and month on month we tend to roll out around 2 to 3,000 odd relevant openings in the program. I mean, for the programs that we offer at Clinilaunch. So these are the stats for our last year. We have rolled out 8,880 odd job openings in clinical research and allied fields, and the other programs that we offer. Around 300 odd companies participated, and you can see the stats: 2,500 odd students got placed, and enrollment figures are there, and around 80% of the students got placed last year. And if I can share the current stats with you all, it would be from Jan till date, we have already rolled out 5,000 odd openings, all in the clinical research, pharmacovigilance, regulatory affairs, clinical SaaS, and soon we would be floating out international opportunities for our students as well, in the Middle Eastern region, and perhaps few openings, remote work opportunities from US as well. These are a few of our recent students who made us very proud by clearing these interviews and getting placed in such big and enterprising companies. I can assure you that their journey has been great, is going great, and I'm sure if you enroll with us, you would also have this journey wherein from your entry, from your first LMS class till the exit, when you get placed and get your offer letter, and when you would be willing to write a very good thank you note to us, I can assure you the journey is going to be very fulfilling and soul satisfying. So these are few companies that hires from us regularly, And like we have the likes of IQI hires for 6-7 odd roles every month. Indigent Accenture hires for what do you call PV and all. We have recently added Mu Sigma to our kitty. They would be hiring again for PV and some scribe role. So these are our regular clients that have been hiring and recruiting talent from us since we incepted 5 years back. So the bond has grown stronger every day because our students have proven their worth and their capability post their trainings have been completed and they have joined the companies. It has happened uh, a lot of times wherein the clients do not want to go to any other institution. They only want students from Clinilaunch, and for that they have even extended the placement processes for a month, and they have made sure that they accommodate our students and our requirement. They have made customized their requirement and changes for our students and for us. So these are our target industries wherein most of the opportunities Clinilaunch students see the CROs, SMOs, hospitals, then government agencies, pharmaceutical companies, then IT industries. These are the certifications that ones would be awarded with post completion of the PG program. And Siddharth, you can take this from here. And also, if you can see the last certificate, it is from NSDC. I would like to throw some light that we are the only institution in the country whose students, who the only institution in the country who can actually run programs in clinical research. And apart from being presented with this Clinilaunch PGC DCR certificate and ICH GCP certificate, there would be a small test that would be scheduled post you complete your program with us. NSTC, there would be some sort of training, if I'm not mistaken. You have to go through an assessment test, and you would be presented a skill training certification from the government of India, which seals the deal that you can actually apply for as a clinical research fresher. You can apply for an associate role as well post completion of this certification. So, anyone, any questions so far? So these are our affiliations, accreditation, and the awards that we have received over the years. Siddharth, you can take it forward from here.
Yes, please. So here, like I told you, we have the programs. We have the PG Diploma in Clinical Research. That is a complete 1-year program. So the regular fees is actually 1,25,000 plus GST. So here we are also providing you with LMS, that is Learning Management Systems, where you will be getting the recorded sessions, the live class notes, the PDFs, the you can say assessments, and your MCQ based questionnaires. Okay. So what we do is we'll be giving you. Yes. What we do is we'll be giving you the complete information about how you have to the journey will be there and how you can go ahead and do the you can say any one-to-one mentorship is there. You need any particular suggestion from the mentors, you can have a discussion with them. Then going ahead, we'll also be giving you the trainings. Okay. So most of our, if somebody is looking for any short duration courses, definitely that is available. It is the say, advanced 6 months advanced diploma in clinical research. The major modules, I saw a question in the comment section. Somebody was asking, what are the modules covered? I'll reiterate, like we are covering clinical research and ethical consideration, medical writing, pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, okay, and your pharmacology basics, and also will be giving you the non-technical like your corporate etiquettes, soft skills, as well as your placement trainings. Okay. So it will be a 6 months program for a advanced diploma, and 1-year program will be your 10 months plus 2 months of projects, or we can say OJTs. Okay. So this is the complete curriculum. I would request anybody, we have also shared a form in the comment section where again sharing. So I would request every one of you to just fill in your basic details so that we can reach out to my team, can reach out to you, maybe through your WhatsApp or your calling number. It would be great. And if you have any further concerns or queries, we'll be connecting with you one-to-one so that we can understand your problem and we can guide you in the right And like I said, we'll be doing the complete talent mapping so that your area of expertise is definitely gone in the right field and will guide you through. Have a nice evening. Thank you all.